So hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So what I have here today is the all-new 2024 Chery Tiggo 7 Pro Hybrid. Yes, the hybrids have finally come to the Chery lineup here in the Philippines. So I'd like to thank everyone here at Chery Auto Pasig, Miss Ruby and Tuso Errol. Their contact details in the description down below. So what's with this Tiggo 7 Pro Hybrid now? Well, not much has changed with the exterior. You still get the macho looks here, same LED lights here and there. So the only differences they've done here in the exterior, well, one of two only, you get different sets of wheels now compared to the non-hybrid variant. But let's talk about the biggest change done with this Tiggo 7 Pro Hybrid. So this one is still powered by a 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, exactly the same engine with the non-hybrid variant. However, this time this is mated to a 48 volt mild hybrid system. So the total output now is 156 horsepower and 230 Newton meters of torque. Still mated to a CVT transmission capable of 9 geared simulations. So the power figures now, it's 11 horsepower more and 20 Newton meters more than the non-hybrid variant. I really can't wait to drive this Tiggo 7 Pro Hybrid. So in the rear too, it's exactly the same, albeit now there's an addition of a hybrid badge. And surprisingly, being hybrid, since most of the batteries are here located in the engine, the boot space is not affected whatsoever. So you still have the same 475 liters, and then if you fold all of the seats down, you have a total of 1,500 liters, which is still the best in its class. So apologies for the background noise. So speaking of, let's check out in the interior to see the changes. So this is the interior of the all-new Chery Tiggo 7 Pro Hybrid. Well, it's exactly the same minus all of the red accents, sadly. That's what I like with the non-hybrid variant of this Tiggo 7 Pro. But still, it looks pretty much the same, the layout here and there. So here's the door card. Yeah, exactly the same, but albeit now minus with the red stitching. So actually, here in the dashboard itself, there's no more red stitching present anymore. However, at least they did keep it here in the seats, front and back seats. So steering wheel here, it's flat bottom still. You have the same set of buttons yet again, cruise control functions on the left side and your phone connectivity buttons on the right side. So immediately what I noticed new with this Tiggo 7 Pro Hybrid is the instrument cluster. So it is exactly the same now like with the Tiggo 8 Pro 1.6. So I have a full review of that too. Link of that will be in the description down below. So you still have your 7-inch infotainment system, same controls here and there, and then your reverse cameras and 360-degree cameras. The rest of the camera controls are still pretty good and the quality is nevertheless still excellent. So here in the center console, exactly the same layout, more buttons here around in the gear shift. Still annoyed there's still blank toggle switches here in the middle. So underneath the center console, still like with the non-hybrid, you have your 2 USB ports, 12 volt socket and a large tray. You can put whatever you want here. So remember too, this has wireless charging pad. Glove box, okay, pretty much the same. And then center console box, my favorite feature of the Tiggo 7 Pro. There's a tray, you can move it forward, and then there's your cooling function. So basically this center console box is a refrigerator. And then above here you have your light controls, panoramic sunroof controls too, so glad they kept that too. Visor, vanity mirror with LED lights. So you noticed immediately on the ceiling, this is a different color now compared to the all black of the Tiggo 7 Pro. So this is for me personally much more pleasing to the eyes. So I wish it was like the cream of the Tiggo 8 Pro, but this grayish color, it's actually a nice addition. So yeah, what else to talk about here? So rear seats, exactly the same too. You have central armrest with 2 cup holders and same toys here too in the middle. You have your air conditioning, a USB port and a weird copy space down below, and space in the back still as spacious as before. So remember, check out my full detailed review of the Chery Tiggo 7 Pro as well. The link will be in the description down below. So this is literally more or less the same goblins here in the interior, and I demoed much more stuff here with the infotainment system. But what I really want to talk about now is how this thing drives with the hybrid system now. So without further ado, let's go for a drive. So finally driving the Tiggo 7 Pro Hybrid. So insert this highway clip. the acceleration of this is much better than the non-hybrid brand. Well, I would say this Tiggo 7 Pro Hybrid exceeds everything about the non-hybrid. This is actually what I've been looking for with the Tiggo 7 Pro. Yes, I know this is a hybrid, even though this is a CVT transmission. I admit there's still some delay here and there. However, it is not as bad comparing to the non-hybrid brand. And driving dynamics, mostly the same. I love the NVH here and there. I mean, here like around rough pavements, you hear a little bit of tire noise, but it's not as bad. Actually, I admit, I think it's one of the best ones in its class. And then, now being the hybrid variant, I did notice the brake pedal is a little bit weird at times. Of course, that's a given characteristic with hybrid vehicles. And here, eco mode, just floor it. Little bit delay, but when you get going, oh wow. Yeah, that's what I like too with this 48 volt mild hybrid system. It does not feel like rubber bandy compared with the non-hybrid brand. This feels like it feels better in every aspect, I have to say. Going back to the brakes, yeah, it feels a little bit stiffer than usual, but then again, I got used to it pretty quickly. You have to take note too, if you're driving the Tiggo 7 Pro non-hybrid and the hybrid back-to-back. And then here, my favorite part, sport mode. There's still a little bit delay in sport mode, but it still responds really good. And handling wise, okay, pretty much the same like with the non-hybrid brand. However, acceleration wise and actually overtaken the highway earlier, this is much easier than the regular Tiggo 7 Pro. I'm very amazed with the performance of this, even though this will not get its tires, joking aside, but the power is way better. Of course, against the competition too. Yeah, this is pretty peppy to drive. So I'm curious now with the rest of the Chery Tiggo lineup that will have hybrid systems. I mean, here's sport mode. Yeah, the torque is much better. The power is much smoother. And as well, the fuel efficiency is much better than before. Of course, in my two Tiggo 7 Pro reviews, I've been averaging 5 to 7 kilometers per liter in the city. This one, every Chery, it reads 10 liters per 100 kilometers. I have never gone up more than 10 liters per 100 kilometers. It is pretty amazing. So yeah, that's 10 kilometers per liter. Even though this is just a mild hybrid vehicle, the fuel efficiency improved, way improved from before. And then, like my case with the non-hybrid brand, eco and sport mode, yeah, the steering weights up a little bit, but then again, it's still pretty light to use overall. The ride is pretty much the same, even though this is slightly heavier, of course, than the non-hybrid variant. But it still carries the traits of the regular Tiggo 7 Pro. It's comfortable, the NVH is pretty good. Same door studs too, it's really thick. And let's not forget too, this is still based in the Comfort T1X plan for co-developed with Jaguar Land Rover. Yeah, still pretty good. So yeah, that's a drive of this Tiggo 7 Pro Hybrid. This is really good now. I think I would definitely, this is the Chery to go for if I wanted to buy one. What's the cost of this, sir? I forgot.
1,350,000, sir.
So that's 100,000 pesos?
Difference.
Yes, 100,000 pesos difference between both variants. However, I recommend the hybrid. So save up 100,000 pesos because yet again, this is hybrid. It's much more fuel efficient and much better to drive than the non-hybrid Tiggo 7 Pro. Wow, okay. Acceleration out of the corner. This is really good. Yeah, that's what the Tiggo 7, non-hybrid Tiggo 7 Pro was lacking. And here, overtaking. Look at that. Hey, so that concludes my review of this all-new Tiggo 7 Pro Hybrid. I'd like to thank everyone again at Chery Auto Pasig, Miss Ruby, and to Sir Earl here who assisted me here in this test drive. So, hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you with more Chery Hybrid reviews coming right up. Bye-bye.